Live. The red light flips on to indicate my iPad is recording. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are doing another Halloween makeup look. I'll start, and whoever can guess the character I'm making up as first wins a prize. I smile into my phone camera. The comments begin to flood. Makeup Squirrel 22. Hi girly, hope your day is good. Hannah B. Can it be? OMG, you are so pretty. Camthaman 69696969 flash us. Typical live. I started doing this makeup lives to help with my tuition. And they do help, really. But sometimes the comments get annoying. Okay, so I'm going in with my favorite face powder. Falling out of love. I want to wear your face. Jesus. Okay guys. So anyways, once I get my powder on, the comments continue. Mostly good. My demographics are mostly girls my age. And normally, it's a fun chat session. Longman 15. Would love to paint your face in something else. Falling out of love. You're so yummy. I bet you taste yummy too. Apparently something is in the air tonight. I try to ignore the weird comments as best as I can. They want a reaction out of you. If you don't give in, they move on to something else. I continue on with my tutorial. Once I add black around my eyes, someone guesses the right answer. Clue. 2 cents. A witch. Congrats, Clownhour. You win the prize. I'll be reaching out afterwards for your shipping details, but you will be winning your very own palette. The same one I used to create this look. Can't wait to twin with you. I continue on with my life and put the finishing touch on. Black lipstick. Once I look in my camera, I must say I do look pretty spooky. Okay guys, we are all finished. What do we think? I move my face closer to the camera so my face fills up the screen, slowly moving my face side to side. Brit Linixo. Gorge. Def. Using this as inspo for my Halloween look. Cara Bear 29. You can pull anything off. Leah Marie Smith. Who is that behind you? My head whips around behind me at my open bedroom door. What? Did you guys see something? I ask the camera. I turn back around and look at my open door. I lived alone in a tiny one-bedroom apartment, so there was no way someone was in my house. I had a cat, that's who they probably saw. It was probably Binks. He's always up to no good when he's not just hiding somewhere. I tell the camera, laughing it off. Sierra Ray, love. 3. I love cats. Leah Murray. Smith. No, there was a person. They were in your doorway. Leah Marie Smith, are you sure? Did anyone else see anything? California. Girl. I saw a figure. Finley Binley B 23. Yeah, def someone. Okay guys, maybe we can go check it out together. I try to laugh. It's a very interactive live today. I feel my heart racing and I grab my iPad to take with me into the hallway. Leah Marie Smith, be careful. Cereal? Soup. Girl, are you crazy? Falling out. Louvre. You smell amazing too. My heart stops. The comments come flooding in, berating falling out of love. But I feel like I can't breathe. I'm standing frozen in my hallway. There is no way someone is in here with me. I have a lock. I have a camera. I would have gotten some sort of notification, right? I take a single step towards my living room when I hear the most faint sound. A cabinet in my kitchen quietly closing. Oh my God, I whisper. Country girl. What's happening? Silky smooth siren. Well, this is a way to gain followers. Leah Marie Smith. Girl, call the police. I spin around and go back into my bedroom and close and lock the door. I'm shaking. Tears are welling up in my eyes. I need to breathe. I place the iPad on the ground and I pull out my phone and call 911. Once I explain to the operator what's happening, she tells me to breathe and hide. She tells me help is coming. There isn't anywhere to hide in my room though, and I'm sure this person knows that. I have done room tour videos, apartment tours, days in my life with my daily schedule. I even had a series about how I moved my drinking glasses to the cabinet under my sink because Binks gets into the upper cabinets and hides, and I didn't like the idea of having cat hair in my cups. Everything. I showed them how to get me. I crumble on the floor against the door and begin to cry. Mom, OF3 Gigi. OMG, don't cry. We are here with you. Leah Marie Smith. The police are coming. We are right here. Falling out of love. You sound so pretty when you cry. I hear footsteps walking down my hallway and they pause outside my door. Falling out of love. I know this apartment better than I know my own. I know you better than I know myself. You will be happy with me. A sob escapes my throat and I look directly into the camera. My eye makeup is running down my face, smearing in gray patches. I take a deep breath and speak to the camera. Why? Why are you here? Please leave and I'll stop making videos. Please, please don't hurt me. I cry. The doorknob rattles. Leah Marie Smith. Do not open the door. Country girl. We will hunt you down, asshole. Don't touch her. Falling out of love. You're making me sad. I don't like being sad. I hear the footsteps retreat back down the hallway. Are they leaving? It's dead silent for a few moments. I feel my breathing start to calm. Bang, 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 I scream. Police, open up. I heave a sigh of relief and open my door. I figure if they are still here, they will have to fight through the police. But to my shock, my apartment is empty. I peer around corners as I make my way to the front door, and no one is there. When I get to the front door, my shaking hands undo the locks before I pull the door open. To my relief, 2 officers stand before me. Evening, miss, you call about an intruder? They ask, moving past me into the apartment. Yes, but I think they left. There's no one here. I stammer. The officer nods and runs his hand through his black hair. All right, well, we will take a look around. Why don't you have a seat? He asks. I nod and shakily sit down. His partner, a blonde officer, moves through the apartment with his gun ready, looking behind every corner. Are you all right? The first officer asks. I nod. Were you harmed in any way? He asks, taking out a notepad. No, just frightened. I clear my throat. Sorry, I was screaming so my voice is a little scratchy. Oh, that's all right, he says. Let me get you some water from the fridge." "Okay," I say, still dazed. I feel like I can hear my heart beat in my head. The officer goes to my kitchen, grabs me a glass out of my cabinet under my sink, and then pours me some water from the Brita in my fridge. He comes back and hands me the glass. "Here you go. Drinking something will help calm the nerves," he tells me, writing something down in his notepad. I hold the glass, but I don't drink from it. "Yes, I've heard that," I say, looking hard at the officer. Just then, his partner comes back from the hallway. "All clear. If someone was here, they're gone now. We can at least take your statement," he says, gesturing to the dark-haired officer. They take my statement. They take my social media handles down and tell me to stay off lives for a while. "Anything else?" the dark-haired officer asks me as he puts the notepad back in his pocket. "Yeah, officer, just one question," I say, putting the glass I've been holding down on my coffee table. "Sure," he responds, looking at me intently. I tilt my head to the side. "How did you know where I keep my drinking glasses?" Doll eyes. "Have a good night. Stay safe." My last passenger exits the car and slams the door, ignoring my goodbye, engrossed in her phone. "Alrighty then," I mumble, rating her and opening my map back up. I check the time, and I still have time for one last ride before I should head home for some sleep. I set my signal to available and just wait. My last drop-off was for the college dorms, so if I wait a little bit, I'm sure I'll get another. It's Friday night, everyone's out. I'm tapping my red-painted fingers on my wheel when I see her. A teenage girl standing on the sidewalk under a street light. She's small, maybe 5 feet, large brown eyes with a thick, dark lash, blonde hair pulled back in a braid, and a cardigan covering her shoulders. She has a small brown purse in her hands. She looks like a doll, and she looked anxious. I pull up a little and roll down my window. "Hey, Hun, you okay?" I ask. "Oh, yes, I am. I'm just..." She looks down the road. "Waiting for my ride." "Are they late?" I ask her. She's quiet as she stares down the empty street. "Yes, I suppose they are," she whispers. She seems scared, and I can't decide if she's scared because of the person or because of their absence. "I can wait with you, if you would like," I tell her, putting my status in unavailable on the app. "Oh, you don't need to. I'm sure I'll manage," she says shakily. "It's no problem. We've already spoken more than me and my last passenger, and I was with her for 20 minutes. I could use the company. Come on in," I tell her, unlocking my door. She pauses and then slowly climbs in. She seems familiar to me, her small frame and blonde hair. Very reminiscent of my sister when we were her age, about 10 years ago. When I see her dress up close, I see it has little flowers all over it. The blush color of the flowers match her cardigan. "Your outfit is cute. Very vintage. I love it," I say, handing her a water bottle. She smiles small and mumbles something that sounds like "thank you." We sit in silence for a few minutes before her voice squeaks. "You have pretty eyes. They're very green, like an olive," she says shyly. "Oh, thank you. I made them myself, actually." I wink at her. She laughs softly and looks back at the road. It's been about 15 minutes. Do you want to call them? I ask her. I don't have a phone and I don't know the number, she tells me. Do you know where it is that you need to go? I ask her. She looks at me and nods. How about I take you? I do it for a living anyways, I offer. Oh, that's so nice of you, but I don't have any money to pay you with, she stammers. It's on me. Consider it my Good Samaritan act for the day. I pull up my GPS app. Go ahead and put in your address here. She methodically punches in the information. Can I ask you a question? She asks me. Sure, I respond. Why are you being so nice to me? She asks, slowly turning to me. I smile sadly. You seem familiar to me. I think you remind me of my sister. She lives far away from me now. She got married and has kids. I miss her so much. And I would never want her waiting alone outside in the dark. A lot of creeps out at night. I pull up the GPS map. Only 15 minutes away, not bad at all. She seems to accept that as an answer as she leans back and gets comfortable in her seat. You're a nice sister, she tells me quietly. I put the car in drive as I pull out into the road. I definitely tried to be, I respond. We let the radio fill the silence as we drive through an area I'm not super familiar with. The very manicured trees start getting more scraggly as we turn down the dark curve of street. The app says 2 minutes away. So I finally ask her, where am I taking you? I ask her. She doesn't respond as we pull up to iron gates. I slow down and lean forward, trying to see where we ended up. Is this... I begin. Thank you for the ride. You're a very nice person. I like nice people, she tells me, patting my hand. You're welcome, I say slowly, looking at her in my passenger seat. I stop the car, and she unbuckles her seatbelt. I'm Marianne, by the way, she says. I smile back at her. Sadie, it was nice to meet you, Marianne, I tell her. It was a nice drive, and thank you again for the ride home, she beams. Home? I ask, looking up at the rusted sign that has weathered over the years. Goodbye, Sadie. She steps out of the car, waves at me through the window, and walks past the sign I've been staring at. Sanitarium. And then I finally realize where I recognize her from. She doesn't remind me of my sister. She was on the news. She murdered her 2 sisters in cold blood and took their eyes as souvenirs. They were calling her the Doll Eyes Killer. When they asked her why she did it, she looked at them confused before speaking. Because they weren't nice, she said matter-of-factly. I'm still staring after her slack-jawed when she looks over her shoulder at me and winks. He has no face. This still messes with me and my brother to this day. I'm 23 now, but this happened when I was like 6 or 7. I've told a few people about it, and I know it sounds crazy, but my older brother was there with me, and he remembers everything the exact same way, like word for word. We even randomly bring it up sometimes just to make sure we're not losing it or making stuff up. We've called each other mid-convo with someone else like, "Yo, tell them what happened again." Anyway, here's what went down. Some quick context. I grew up in Hawaii, out in the country, way up in the mountains. At the time, it was just me, my mom, and my older brother, he was 12 or 13, at home. My stepdad was out with our other brothers running errands or something, and my biological dad lived down the mountain, like 45 minutes away. Me and my brother were chilling in our room playing video games. At some point, we noticed it got dark, and the hallway light outside our door was off. We got a little spooked. I remember peeking out and seeing my mom's bedroom light on, and her door open. But the rest of the house was pitch black. I think she told us earlier she was gonna take a bath. I don't fully remember, but somehow we knew she was in the bath. So we go to check on her. Her bedroom's empty, so we go knock on the bathroom door. No answer. We keep knocking, calling out, asking if she's okay. Still nothing. Eventually we just go in, and the tub is full of water. But she's not in there. No mom, nothing else weird. Just a full tub, empty room, and the rest of the house in total darkness. At this point, we're both pretty freaked. My brother puts me on my mom's bed, and he starts calling out for her in the hallway. The way our house was set up, the hallway went past our rooms and off to the left, toward the living room. He's calling out. Nothing. So he comes back and starts trying to call her phone. No answer. Then, the part that still messes me up. We heard a whisper, like clear as day, like someone literally leaned in and whispered right into our ears. It was so real, it felt like my mom was sitting beside us, whispering something secretly to each of us individually. The first thing we heard was, "He's hiding." I screamed. My brother immediately threw my mom's blanket over my head, hugged me tight, and told me to close my eyes. Then same voice, same whisper, but louder. "He has no face." We both lost it. My brother starts calling my stepdad like, "We can't find mom. Weird stuff's happening. I don't know what's going on." He told us to stay put and said he was coming home. Then we called our bio dad too, 'cause depending on where he was, he might get there faster. We just sat there in my mom's room for like 20 to 30 minutes. Nothing else happened, but we were terrified. Eventually, my stepdad got home with our older brothers. They were in high school. We'd already told them what happened, so they immediately started tearing through the house. Attic, closets, everything. My stepdad went toward the living room, and I don't remember exactly how he found her. But I remember hearing people talking and coming out to the living room. She was just sitting in the rocking chair. My stepdad was crouched in front of her, holding her hands, talking to her. I don't even remember what he was saying, but then suddenly, she started laughing, like this wild, hysterical laugh. Not funny, haha, laughing. Scary laughing. Just non-stop for like a full minute. Then she jumped up out of nowhere, ran to her bathroom, and started throwing up. And what came out wasn't normal. It was black, like pitch black. We were all just standing there, like, what the actual hell is going on? After that, she was fine, like totally normal. But the craziest part, she didn't remember any of it. She said the last thing she remembered was setting up her bath. Nothing after that. She still doesn't remember anything to this day. So yeah, that happened, and it still messes me up. That whispering part especially, it felt so real. And the words, "He's hiding, he has no face." Just no. I'll never forget that. Thanks for reading. Just had to get that off my chest again, LOL.